Okay, we're taking off from Maputo Airport in Mozambique. It's 9 AM. Beautiful weather. Great day for a visual flight. And let's get off the ground first. 70, 80, 90, 100. Rotating 6 degrees. Whoa, wobbly, wobbly. Positive rate of climb. Flaps up. Gear is coming up. Right, let's turn to heading, which is about 90 degrees to the left. And we're going to climb to 1,000 feet for this flight. Mike India Golf 1. Okay, pretty much on track now. So we'll be coming back down that way, going slightly up to the river. So basically touching the west, which is the way we're heading now, the west, south and the east extremities of Maputo city. The only bit we're not going to is the north, which is about 5 or 10 miles that way. You can go there if you like, of course. And if you do go up there, there is a road which leads across to this bridge we're going to now. So, but in the interest of brevity, and some people don't fly fast planes, you might be in a very slow plane. Well, 42 miles is a nice little trip to take the family on. Mike India Golf 1.
Maputo Tower, make 0070007 frequency change.
Right, but in the interests of being expeditious, I will speed up to keep this preview video of a reasonable length for those who like to watch these before they do their own. Now there's a road we can follow too, by the way, going exactly in the right direction. Let's have a look at the wind cap. Yeah, so these flights are really meant to give you a quick overview of what you're going to expect on the flight. Don't take a lot of time to hang around and really enjoy the scenery, but I do advise that you do. Now, see the blue roof in the middle of the view? That is very close to our bridge, so I'm going to come slightly north to the right because we're going to do a hard left turn. And that orange compound I'm pointing at right now, that helps me get lined up. You see the road coming across below it, and lo and behold, there's our bridge. Beautiful, right on cue. Now a hard turn, we're going to follow that road pretty much down to the south, so let's go. There we go. Keep going. Keep going. Pretty much line up on this road and we'll be right now. Yes, we're on heading. Perfectly on heading. Now we've got these lovely decorative roofs on these light manufacturing facilities around here. Because why shouldn't they look interesting? Having worked in a few of those myself, I can tell you, light manufacturing can be fun. Now the road bends to the right here, so I've averaged out this leg by putting a straight line there, but you can follow the road if you like. Now down here we'll be looking for a 90-degree left turn, or crossroads anyway. Now that's not a lake on the right, it's just the river winding its way down to the sea. About 4 miles out from our turn. So the road does come back around to the left here, as you can see. Let's have a look. Yep. And we're going to follow that around, that'll get us back onto our track. There we go. So we get to follow quite a few long main roads in this flight plan. Of course, once you've done that once, fly around again and it'll be second nature. You can really put your attention out the window and check out the interesting sights. 2 miles to the next turn, which is 90 degrees to the left. 1 mile, I'm going to slow down. Now there's a compound on our side, on the right side of this turn, which is quite a bare compound that helps you find it, and playing field on the left, turning point coming up, white building. Actually, the white building is easy to spot, isn't it? Yeah, that's where we're turning left. Big white building. They've grown some more trees since I was here last in that compound. Now we're on a pretty major road now for about 3 miles. I'm going to get to the left of it because we'll be turning right at the toll booths. Clouds coming out a bit there, but turning the light down for us, that's okay. So there's a big curve coming up and you see massive toll booth. That's where we're going to be to the right, 2 miles out. A bit low, aren't I? Back down to 500 feet, let's get back to 1,000. Try not to stall at the same time, a lot to think about. Okay. For a little brain like mine, now we can see the road veering to the right, and just after that bend is the massive toll booth complex. There it is. And the big red compound and fields on the right certainly help us find it. And there we go, we're going to follow this pretty much down to the coast, so we might take our leave of it. Let's see. What did I plan? They're pretty much following this road. But, of course, feel free to just wander along the shoreline there. There's a great bridge over there to fly past. Let's go to the right a bit, as we're turning left next. Keeping our road in sight on the left. Overpasses. Yeah, we're still pretty much going with that road. About 3 miles out now. Now what happens here with our road? There's a big roundabout, and then yes, we're still on the main thoroughfare. Splits over on the left there too, that's okay. So I'm going to come right a bit because 2 miles out we're looking for this tiny harbour, and our road's gone right over to the waterfront now, so that's okay. Switching our focus to the next turn point. A couple of little harbours here, but the last one, after the last one. Now I can see it coming up. There we go, got some yachts in there and some restaurants and clubs, the great view of the ocean. That's where you want to go for dinner as we turn left. And now I go looking for our racetrack. Again, there's a main road following the beach along. There's 2 actually. One up on the highland, one down right near the beach. 2 miles out, and we can see the race course already. I'm only at 640 feet. You can see it quite clearly. Let's go left of it because we're turning right. Slow up. 1 mile out. Yeah, it's not that first patch of brown earth, it's this greeny grey one here. And yeah, check out the racetrack. That is awesome. Grand Prix racetrack. As we turn right, heading for the island out there. Bit of, hope you've got your life jackets because we're leaving land, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's expedite this run. Speed up, in other words. So quite a few waypoints, 8 in this trip, which seems like a lot, but as usual they are very easy to spot. And they take us around a very useful parts of town. And we're turning left here, which kind of makes sense. Doesn't that look spectacular? Unbelievable. And we're going to follow the beautiful beach. Turn left at the end, last island as you'd expect. And once again I'm going 300 knots, so it's all happening rather quickly. If you're doing 80 knots, you're going to have a lot more time to smell the roses. Wait till I get to the end here. And we'll swing left. Now, over the marshlands, winding river. Now you can see a road back to I follow roads. You see that road very clearly heading up to the north there. And not this intersection, but the next one. We'll turn back to the airport. So lots of roads. Now, as you can see, we could also follow that road from the race course all the way along here and turn left. It's your flight, you can do whatever you like. And there's our turn as I talk. Just missed the turn. So what I'm talking about, that was the turn point to the airport, and we can see the airport right there. Don't do what I do what I say. That's the motto. So there we go. We're back to the airport. Let's talk about landing. Channel 2, Channel 1. Mike India Golf 2.
Maputo Tower MiG 007007 miles northeast 2,500 feet to land.
MiG 007007 Maputo Tower. Altimeter 29er.9er, wind 289er at 7. Fly straight and runway 23.
Straight in.
007007 wind 289er at 7.
It's unlikely
Runway 23.
at this time because I'm too high and too fast. But I'm going to get it dialed in. 2, 3, and I'll do a very short turn back around to final. Mike in gear golf 1. Okay, off the GoPro, back into the cockpit. And coming down to pattern altitude. Let's go. Do a kind of a jet type. Running a brake, I guess. But don't quote me on that. Not actual flying advice. Probably turn, I reckon, since we're following roads, let's turn to this intersection. Yeah. Okay, gear down. Flaps 1. Turning to final. It's all about the roads, this flight. Yeah. Gears coming down nicely, flaps 2. Speed brake out, we're a little bit fast. Slowing up nicely though. Here we go. Speed brake in. 3 greens, flaps are down, fuel's good. Lined up. Speeds worked out pretty well. At the threshold we are 112, 2 knots fast. I can live with that. So we settle down and touchdown at 96 knots. Yeah, there you go. I follow roads and you should too. Hope you enjoy it.